Hey, Curtis.
Hey, Oz.
I hear you got a movie marriage this week.
Oh, do I? This week, as we kick off a new month, we're going to start with Raiders of the Lost Ark and Polar Express, with a little bit of Turner and Hooch pursuing the Elder Scrolls, while a city floods, a motorcycle drives through a building, a dog and a raven fight, a tank pushes a hotel down the street, men use cranes to fight, there was a man on fire, Brick killed a guy with a trident, dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria. This week we're watching The Adventures of Tintin.
That's the plot of this film, ladies
That
and
is.
gentlemen. Movie
Yep.
over.
Yep.
That's a great movie marriage. That's a perfect movie marriage.
There's so much happening in this movie
Yes.
all the time.
All the time.
Yes.
There is no rest in this movie.
No.
This is one of those movies that, apologies for my voice in advance, everyone. This is one of those movies that we've kind of joked about where it's like, well, Captain Exposition comes in to see. You're like, this movie could have had somebody just stop and talk for a minute.
Just turn to the camera for like every 20 minutes for like 30 seconds. And this is what's happening here.
Yeah, but they don't, because anytime someone expositions, like you said, they're in the middle of a motorcycle chase.
Yes. And now they're on fire. And
yes.
And now a raven is attacking them.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Watch out for that opera singer. But yeah, I don't think this movie needs an exposition because Tintin figures everything out before there's time to think.
He's a bright young lad.
He's a great reporter.
Yes, he is. And he's a journalist. That's what he is. He journals.
And by that, he's memorized every book in every library. And he is his own source.
He cites himself every time he writes.
Tintin. So welcome back, listeners and viewers, to another episode of Let's Talk About Flicks, the weekly podcast where we take a monthly theme, new month, new theme.
Yes, new month, new theme.
This month we are covering comic strip movies.
Yes.
Not movies based on comic books, but movies based on comic strips.
Yes, and not movies based on strippers.
No.
It's based
that
on
also stand-up comedian strippers. Like, not those.
Paula Poundstone had that one segment of her career where she really
know where you
blended
got
the two.
your start. Yeah. This isn't Sarah Silverman's OnlyFans. This is
Tim Allen when he was like peak coked up phase.
This isn't Tim Allen in prison. This is comic strips.
Comic strip movies. Yeah.
It's not an order.
No.
It's a theme.
You strip now, comic.
You do it.
Take it off, Joe Rogan.
It's right. Margaret Cho, it's your turn.
Bill Bellamy.
Bobcat Goldthwait.
Bobcat.
Emo Phillips.
Emo Phillips stripping. He would turn that into performance art.
And it would be excellent. So.
It would be, yes.
I'm one of your hosts, Oz.
I am the other host, Curtis.
And before we get rolling, we want to give a shout out to our Patreon subscribers, Don S., Aaron A., Mandy K., Melissa L., Colin K., and Lyle M. Thank you one and all for your patronage.
Those are our journalists right there.
Yes, they are. And shout out to the Chicago Indie Critics.
Yes.
Real journalism.
Real journalists.
No comics.
Tintin level journalists.
Yes, for sure. I'm glad you've got the plot this week because, again, my voice, it's November 1st is when we're recording, and the last 3 Fridays we volunteered to be part of like a spook trail. And so I spent several hours in the cold last night, barking at people.
You were dressed as a Rottweiler.
To be fair, now that the season is over, I had the idea of dressing as Santa Claus, and so they created a Tinseltown village. They actually did a great job for going from that sounds fine to creating a whole scene for us. But I would stand, and as people were coming down the lane, I could see them by their glow necklaces, and I would just start rotating backwards and forwards like an animatronic snowman. I had a mask on, and every single person thought I was fake.
Yep.
So I would let the party get about halfway by, just enough to convince them that I'm not jumping.
Yep.
And then I would scare them. Well, I would scare them to the right, and very shortly behind me would be my son dressed as an evil elf who would then hop out from behind a panel and scare them again. And so there's a little 1-2 holiday
There
punch.
you go. Little father son.
It was fun. It
Yeah.
was a lot of fun. And so we, last night I had a colleague come through and a couple groups of students that I've been waiting to see if they would come through. The teacher didn't know that I was on the trail, so I text her afterwards, just ho ho ho, and she's like, "Oh, that was great." But our station was near the end of the trail, and the group of students that came through, as soon as they walked through, and I jumped and I did my part, they immediately, said my name.
Yeah.
Like, because they were looking for me, which made me think, how many times have you said my name all the way down the trail? Accusing every person that came out.
Every person. Is that you, Mr. Osborne?
So they hollered my name, and I didn't respond. And then when my son jumped out, well, I had told them my son and I are in the same area. So then they were like, now they doubled down on it.
Yeah.
So I eventually was like, get out of here. Like, keep moving. Because they just wanted to stay and chat.
Yeah.
It's scared them, but they knew who it was. So
demerits for all of you.
Exactly. Well, when I got back to the top, the lady who was letting people down the trail, she goes, I protected you a couple of times tonight, because there was a group of kids come up. They're like, is he in there? What's he wearing? Where's he at? We want to scare him before he scares us. She goes, I kept it all quiet. I'm like, well, thank you for that.
I have no idea who that is.
Nope, not a clue. So anyways, cast of this movie.
Yeah, there's that's not only a big cast, but there's some powerhouse producers and creators behind this as well.
I mean, this is a Steven Spielberg directed film, screenplay written by Edgar Wright, Joe Cornish, Steve Moffat. I mean, again, those are people behind their own films.
Yeah.
Produced by Spielberg, Peter Jackson.
Yeah.
Kathleen Kennedy. John
everybody is involved in this movie,
which is awesome, because this isn't like a property that was like, finally someone's gonna make a Tintin movie. It was just Spielberg had an idea, and he's Steven Spielberg.
It's gonna happen if he has an idea.
And so he's got clout he's earned it, but to the point where he says he's gonna make a movie, and everybody wants to be a part of it.
I think this movie was also a Spike Lee joint.
I think it was. I think it was instantly Criterion. Like,
it was also
Janus
Criterion.
Films production.
Yeah. I think Robert Altman was involved.
Yeah, and it was cool to see. I didn't think I'd see it, but the Troma Entertainment entries.
Joe Fleischhaker was in there.
I didn't think I'd see it. Cannon and Touchstone somehow both made
was
this.
In there. Yeah. I think Dino De Laurentiis, Jim Jarmusch, everybody was involved.
Yeah, I was surprised. I was really surprised to see this was a.
I think the Wayans brothers were involved too.
Yeah, well, they were. But no, it was a who's who of people behind the scenes for sure.
It definitely was.
And it's all there. Like it's a solid film. Like, it's a Spielberg. It's animated. Yes. Motion cap. I didn't read much into the movie. Do you think it was motion captured?
Yeah, they filmed it live and they animated over it, and
because it definitely gave
included Polar Express.
Because it gave that look to it. Like, it definitely was that look. But it was a fun film for sure.
Yeah, it was fun. It was so bonkers. Again, I've got the plot this week that I don't remember a lot of the plot points. Like, I took notes down, but like all I remember are these huge action set pieces.
Yeah.
And so forgive me if I seem off as I'm going through the plot this week.
Well, to be fair, everyone watched the same movie, so everyone else has forgotten the plot pieces.
It's so true, yeah.
Yeah.
So I bring you nothing.
Yeah. and everything all at once.
Yes, everything and nothing, which is kind of this movie.
And so this it definitely is very, very, very large as a film.
So who's in it? Who's in Tintin?
Jamie Bell plays Tintin. Again, this movie's 14 years old. I didn't realize this movie was already 14 years old. So Jamie Bell plays Tintin. Again, Peter Jackson had a lot of he had a lot of say.
Yes, he did.
A lot. He had a lot. His voice was very close to Spielberg's ear for this film.
His beard was just tickling Spielberg's his ear. Yeah.
He would what was like dang it. Peter Jackson was like from Lord of the Rings. What's the guy that was always in Saruman's ear?
There was Sauron, there was Saruman, and then there was
Wormtongue?
Grima Wormtongue. Yeah,
Grima Wormtongue.
Yeah. Brad Dourif is Grima Wormtongue.
That's how I visioned this production. Is Spielberg is Saruman, but Peter Jackson is Grima Wormtongue.
Peter Jackson is Brad Dourif.
Yeah, dressed as Wormtongue, like as he's like, when Thomas Brody Sangster dropped out, that's where Jackson leads it. Jamie Bell,
dressed as Grima Wormtongue, but in character as Chucky.
yes, agreed. So Jamie Bell he plays Tintin.
Yes.
Andy Serkis, of course, is in this movie.
Of course he is, because
he
motion capture, right?
Because he doesn't have to be in this movie.
I wonder if he brought his own mocap suit, like if he just has pajamas with ping pong balls on him.
Some guys have their own tuxedo.
That's all
Andy
right.
Serkis has his own mocap suit.
I got it. I got my ping pong ball suit.
So we save money because Andy's got his own.
That's why they cast him.
He plays the Haddock family in this film.
Yes, he plays the Haddocks.
Captain Haddock and Sir Francis Haddock. Again, this was Spielberg suggesting Serkis because he played in Jackson's films.
Yeah.
I love how I'm reading this straight from Wikipedia. Spielberg suggested Serkis, given he played Gollum in Jackson's The Lord of the Rings trilogy and King Kong in the 2005 remake. I don't remember seeing Gollum in King Kong. Do you?
He was there. He was there.
It should have led with King Kong because he wasn't Gollum in King Kong.
King Kong was actually wearing a mocap suit the whole time
to play Gollum in Lord of the Rings movies.
Andy Serkis played King Kong while King Kong played Gollum.
He's good.
Yeah,
he's really good at it.
Yeah, while Gollum played Andy Serkis. It's the snake eating its tail.
Serkis joked that he was concerned that Jackson wanted him to play Tintin's dog Snowy.
Well,
he did.
See that.
Daniel Craig plays Ivanich Sakharin, who is the main antagonist, and he also plays his descent. One of his ancestors, Red Rackham, which sounds like a really sweet jobber wrestler name.
The Brooklyn Brawler teams with Red Rackham to take on the Heart Foundation.
Exactly. Nick Frost and Simon Pegg play Thompson and Thompson, not to be confused with Johnson and Johnson.
Yeah, or the Thompson twins.
Yeah, the bumbling police detectives. They're not related, despite looking the same.
From Die Hard, the FBI agent. Yeah. Special Agent Johnson, the Special Agent Johnson.
Exactly. No relation.
I bet they loved introducing themselves to people.
To be fair, if it was us, we would have leaned into it too.
Yeah, that's true.
Toby Jones plays a pickpocket named Silk. And honestly, from there, we just have people. There are so many characters in this movie.
Yes, there are.
But really those, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, really 6 are the only ones that really drive the plot forward. Carrie Elwes has a piece.
Yeah.
And then Tony Curran's got a piece. There's just people all over the place. There's a butler, and Rydell plays Nestor the butler, and Mr. Crabtree. Because again, when you've got motion cap, you don't need a different person for every role.
He played Mr. Krabs.
He played Mr. Krabs, yeah.
Yeah, they ended up at the Krusty Krab at one point.
Yep.
I mean, they may as well have in this movie.
And he played Mr. Krabappel. So, and so that's the cast. Again, a lot. Trust us, the plot is much, much longer than the list of cast.
Yes. So, as far as the plot goes, this movie, again, it's everything and nothing all at the same time. We open even the opening credits are just everywhere. It's this fun.
They're they're
animated
Bond-esque.
Yeah, I initially put Vertigo in my movie marriage, just because of the opening credits.
Yeah.
and then it kind of backed off of like some of the Hitchcockiness, but like
Mhm.
we really open on, yeah.
Just this movie isn't as Hitchcocky as we thought it was
No,
going to
no,
be.
it's not. It's it's more Hitch confident than
Yeah,
Hitchcocky.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Just
Oh, I like this episode already.
it's fun.
It is, yeah. We open on journalist Tintin being drawn by a street artist as Snowy observes a man picking pockets. And the street artist bit is funny because, like, it's this gorgeous, and the
Mhm.
animation over live action, and the street artist draws Tintin as if he was from the old comic
Yeah,
strip.
it was fun.
So just kind of a fun little bit there.
It
Uh,
reminded me a little bit of like the opening scene from Team America.
yes, you beat me to it. Where,
Yeah.
and I guess in Team America, that they showed that to
Mhm.
the producers, like the studio, and it looked like just terrible
Yeah.
marionettes.
Yeah.
And I guess somebody from the studio stood up and said they effed us.
Yeah. Only to pull back and like,
Yeah, and it's
oh,
marionettes
okay.
controlling marionettes.
Yeah,
Yes.
they know what's going on.
Okay. Yeah. There we are.
I love that story. I've heard that
Yes.
before.
Yeah.
That's so those guys.
Uh huh. So again, we meet Snowy, the little doggy, observing a man picking pockets. Tintin, they're in kind of like a market, like this sort of
Mhm.
busy, European. It's set in, was it Brussels, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, and so they, Tintin buys a model boat of the Unicorn, this famous ship supposedly, and Tintin's a well-read scholar journalist, and so he knows
Yeah.
everything about everything.
Yes. It's Encyclopedia Brown.
And he cites his own research. We also meet Interpol officer Barnaby, who immediately tries to buy this boat from Tintin. Tintin becomes very popular right away as soon as he buys this boat. But Tintin refuses. And then Barnaby tells Tintin, "You're in immediate danger right now." Again, this is moments after he buys this, this model ship, and you've got to get rid of this boat. These people don't play nice, Barnaby tells him. Immediately after Barnaby leaves, another man, Sakharine, tries to buy it from Tintin, but Tintin politely refuses. A lot of coincidences in this movie,
Yeah.
too.
Oh, from the jump.
Yeah. We follow Tintin home in Snowy. Tintin sets the ship down and a cat jumps in the window, and of course we get the dog and the cat bits. Snowy chases the cat around, knocks over the model, breaks the model. Snowy notices it, but Tintin doesn't. But a little metal rod kind of falls out of the model ship, and it rolls under a piece of furniture. Tintin starts researching the actual Unicorn at just a local library, and its disastrous voyage. The ship has a secret, and so secrets.
And I'm glad that like a typical movie library, you're allowed to stay after hours as long
Yeah.
as you leave the one light above you on.
Yes.
Because everything else is pitch black dark.
Yeah. Or you just happen to be sitting in the one spot in the library where there's always light, a beam of light pouring in from the window.
Yeah. Because the moon's on all four sides of this.
Yes.
and you have to go find the side that has the best lighting.
Yes, and of course you're flipping through these leather bound books.
Yeah, these tombs, if you will.
Yes. Tombs. So Tintin goes back home, and the model ship is gone. Oz.
No way.
Oh no. Yeah, after all that, Tintin suspects that Sakharine took it, and so he goes to Sakharine's estate called the Marlin Spike Hall. It used to be owned by Captain Haddock of the Unicorn. So again, our coincidences continue here. Tintin breaks in, as a good journalist does, sees the model, but Sakharine and his butler confront Tintin. Tintin discovers that this model is not the same. It is the same unicorn model, but they're two different models of the same thing.
This one's not broken like his previous one.
Correct. And that's how Tintin figures it out. This can't be mine because it's not broke. The mast was broken when
he wasn't even that, honestly, he wasn't even that irritated.
No,
he just spent money on that thing, and less than a half hour later, it's broken, and he's like, "Let's go to the library."
He just put his hands on his hips. Oh, Snowy,
right?
you rascal!
I better go research. My brain's
I better go
he does,
back.
and we never see him eat either. I think that's what
No.
Tintin does. He researches to refuel.
That's what he gets his caloric content through research.
Yeah, very much so. Eats the books when he's done.
Can't leave any evidence.
That's how he cites his own sources.
That is, he becomes the research.
He shites his own sources.
PG podcast, folks.
It's fair.
It's journalism. We get
It's
away
true.
with it.
It's taken from a quote.
Yeah, we'll cite the shite, and that'll get us through it.
It's fine. Tintin is the source.
Tintin. So Sakura and X very suspicious, especially when Tintin mentions the cursed Haddock family. Tintin goes home and it's been ransacked again. For the second time in like a 12-hour span.
Again, he's not too irritated.
No, he's like, how often, this easily could be a haul for later in the show. How often does Tintin's home get ransacked that he's so used to it?
Just move.
Or get a Ring doorbell or something.
Get a second place and just list that as your residence.
There you go. And just leave it ransacked.
Yeah.
Snowy shows Tintin the metal rod because, of course,
yeah.
And they discover that it has a tiny rolled up note in it, a little scroll, if you will, Oz, that says 3 brothers joined, 3 unicorns in company, sailing in the noonday sun will speak, for it is from the light that light will dawn, and then shine forth the eagle's cross.
Which obviously means treasure.
Yeah, it means treasure. So Barnaby shows up again. And basically says again, yeah, you're in great danger. And then he is immediately shot.
Yeah.
Barnaby gets
mowed down.
He gets riddled with a Tommy gun. Yeah. Cause this movie is set in what, like 30s, 20s? 30s?
Yeah. Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's, somebody, like a drive-by shooting with a Tommy gun. And as Barnaby is dying with his blood soaked hand, he points at letters on the newspaper.
Right.
To which Tintin, of course, deduces, he left me a message.
Right.
Because everything in this movie is everything and nothing at the same time.
Yeah. If it weren't for just ultra convenience.
Yeah.
And honestly, the only reason this movie happens is because Tintin was stubborn about reselling that boat.
That's true. Yeah, if he just, because the guy Barnaby offered him, I think, double or something like that.
Yeah.
Sakura offered him even more.
Yeah, it's just name your price, and that's where Tintin's like, wait a second, this must be important.
Yeah.
Chaos ensues. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Which, where did the guy with the boat start? Like, because the guy selling the boat had it first.
Why wasn't he in danger?
Yeah, because he clearly wasn't. Because if this is his way to escape danger was to set up at the farmer's market,
he's between the mushroom based sauce retailer and
homemade honey.
Yeah.
It's I have a boat. I have one thing for sale, and it's a boat. Who wants my clipper ship? And no one's like, ooh, we can't touch him. He's in broad daylight. That guy was never in danger.
No, he wasn't in danger. It wasn't until Tintin bought it that, now the danger starts.
We have to wait for a purchase to activate.
Yeah. It doesn't work until capitalism is involved.
That's true. Yeah, that's right.
Capitalism is the real culprit here.
It's the real villain.
So the next day we meet bumbling detectives. I mean, they personify bumbling detectives.
They do. Well, and it's Peg and Frost. They're just personified bumbling everything.
You're pretty much right. It's, last week as we finished up Trouble Month with bumbling detective Griswold, who became Kabuki Man. So we continue with our theme of bumbling detectives here.
Yeah.
Our mini theme. So they arrive, Thompson and Thompson. Tintin, again, he figures out Barnaby's left him clues by pointing at letters in the newspaper. Spelled Karabujan.
Luckily, he read him an order.
Yes, he did.
Albuquerque. That's where I've got to go.
Cucamonga.
That's right. Walla Walla. Reads all those letters and realizes it's just like Rome.
The Thompson and Thompson are also after the pickpocket. So Tintin then has his wallet pickpocketed. by an older man, and of course he had put the scroll in his wallet. So now the
Yes.
pickpocket unwittingly has the scroll. Returning, or as my notes say, returning home, Tintin is shoved in a box and kidnapped like a big shipping crate. Snowy gives chase and leads the box with Tintin in it. He's being loaded onto a giant boat named the Cariboujan. The thing that Barnaby pointed to.
I hope in the
Mhm.
future when I'm riddled with bullets,
Yes.
I remember how to spell the most important clue.
Yes, I was thinking about that too. Like whatever I die, however I die, there better be like a newspaper next to me
Right? Yeah.
so I can spell out my last message for the world.
Yeah. If I can't have one last joke,
Yes.
like,
That'll be how you die. I during our Mad Max Fury Road episode, I've already revealed how I want to die,
that's
and
true.
that's standing on top of a monster truck as I'm holding its engine above my head, shouting "Curtis, Curtis."
I want the opportunity to be fridged.
Yeah.
If I die, I want at least one of my body part to be in the
In a
refrigerator of a loved one.
Well, hey, if 50 years down the road you go before I do, that is my pledge to you, my friend.
Thank you.
I will,
Yeah.
yes, I will take a part of your body of your choice, and I will
Mhm.
place it in my refrigerator.
Because at that age, you'll also be 50 years older. As soon
Yes.
as you do it, you'll forget. And then it'll get you next time you go to get your whole milk for your grape nuts.
Yeah. Gotta stay regular,
It's true.
especially at that age.
Right.
Just gotta slide the pancreas out of the way.
Yeah. Oh, good. I've got to
there's
look
my
forward
whole
to.
milk.
I want
Yeah.
it to be my head. It has to be my head.
Yeah. Are you making like an expression with your face, or is it just like
Just
severed
a
head?
slack jawed, open mouth.
Just
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
It'll
I
be
will
tough
feed,
getting. It'll
yeah.
be a little tougher getting me in there as I don't have a head of hair to grab onto.
Yeah,
So you'll
it's
have to double hand it.
I'll make sure I don't, I don't grease myself up accidentally. I didn't use butter or Crisco or anything.
It's fair. And I will do my best to not read very much before because I don't want my head to be as heavy as Tintin's.
Filled with all that weighty knowledge.
All that heavy knowledge.
I'll also give you a spoonful of grape nuts too every day.
It'll fall right out the bottom.
It will, but it'll be worth it. Little for you,
fun.
little
It'll
for
be a
me.
fun little joke for
It
you.
will. It will, yes. And then we'll nuzzle noses.
It's
every
my
time,
grape
too.
nut Pez dispenser in reverse.
Just press the top of your head.
That's right.
And the grape nuts come out.
Yeah.
So, Tintin is in a shipping crate on this big boat. Snowy, of course, follows him onto the boat as well because he's a loyal dog, and that's what loyal dogs do in these movies. Sakharine is behind the kidnapping because, of course, he is.
Yeah.
He wants the scrolls, Oz. It's all about the scrolls.
What's that boat?
Yeah.
Like I can see Napoleon Dynamite where Uncle Rico's trying to sell that nylon, that polymer bowls, and he tries to give it, and he's like, if you buy the 32-piece set, I'll throw in this clipper ship. Like Saccarine's like the wife that leans over and says, I want that ship.
I find myself thinking about like Tupperware containers with a ship in a bottle, only it's in a Tupperware container.
Yeah, right. And I like to think that woman in Napoleon Dynamite is a descendant of Saccarine's.
Yes, she's definitely. Well, Uncle Rico is a descendant of the Haddock family.
That's true. He's as idiotic as a Haddock. So.
Yes, that's true. So Sakharine wants the scrolls. Of course he does, because that's what bad guys do. And later, of course, Snowy frees Tintin, and because that's what happens.
That's what he does. Yeah. This
And
movie can't slow down.
No, this movie is a dead out sprint.
Things have
for an hour and 45 minutes.
These things have to happen, or else the movie might slow down.
Yeah, just for a moment, and heaven forbid that happen.
Yeah.
They end up after a series of quirky adventures. They end up in the quarters of the drunk ship captain Haddock, who accuses Sakharine of mutiny. He's turned his crew against him. Oz. Sakharine pontificates that he and Haddock have a history and unfinished business.
Mm. Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah. Tintin deduces that there is a third model ship, because that's what a good journalist does, is they deduce things.
Mm-hmm.
They discover they're headed to Bagar, Morocco, a fictional city in Morocco, to get the third ship from a local sheik there. After, again, more series of adventures, they end up escaping from the ship in a lifeboat. Back in Brussels, the pickpocket, Aristides Silk,
Yes.
yes, sure, thinks Thompson and Thompson are arresting him. He's finally been caught. They bring him back to his apartment.
This was kind of a fun scene.
Yeah, you want to take it? What
Oh
do
no,
we
you're,
see?
well, like the police show up.
Yes.
And he knows he's the pickpocket, so he naturally assumes the police know he's the pickpocket.
Yes.
And because that, everybody gets trapped basically in their own head.
Mhm.
Silk he's not listening to anything they're talking about.
Yeah.
He just keeps pleading his case and trying to defend himself.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the Thompsons don't listen to anything anybody's talking about except each other. So they are immediately impressed by the wallet collection of Silk.
Yeah.
And they deduce that he must be a very nervous person because he keeps everything. I mean, he's got them alphabetized. Like,
yes, very organized is this Silk with this wallet collection.
Yes, and so Silk thinks they're just a couple of like police masterminds that are trying to like back him into a corner. So he eventually he pleads guilty. Like
he but confesses.
Yeah, he pretty much outs himself, throws his hands out, lock me up, take me away. And they still, because they're not listening to him, they're just bickering back and forth.
Yeah,
they're like, for what? Like, well, it isn't until one of the Thompsons
having a sweet wallet collection,
right? Like, that's no crime. That's solid. And so eventually one of the Thompsons comes across Tintin's wallet. And that's where they kind of put two to two together, that you have to have been the pick. Like, he's almost like warning the pickpocket, you better watch out. There's a pickpocket out there.
Somebody can come take one of these wallets.
Yeah, you got a lot of wallets. It's important that you keep these under lock and key.
It's a good thing you're also not selling a model ship.
No kidding. And so once they find Tintin's wallet, then they realize they're dealing with the pickpocket. Honestly, the pickpocket is inconsequential to this movie.
It really is. You start out at the beginning and you think that this is going to be the villain, but it's very
he's super unimportant to the movie, except for the Thompsons to end up with Tintin's wallet without getting it from Tintin.
This movie would have had a different flavor to it if Silk, instead of pickpocketing wallets, he pickpocketed model ships.
That would have, but still had him on that bookshelf though.
Yeah,
alphabetized.
Hey, yes, thousands of model ships, all of which were pickpocketed.
Right. You can't be too careful with your model ships. Carry them around with you. And so, but that really, it's this movie just feels like almost like a giant like Rube Goldberg.
It is, yeah.
Movie like that's the long drawn out way for the Thompsons to get a hold of Tintin's wallet without getting it from Tintin.
Yeah, that really is a great way to capture this movie. It really is a Rube Goldberg machine, the whole thing. Yeah.
It's like you're playing Mousetrap. Like,
yeah.
It's just so extra. Everything is so extra.
So back at sea, again, they're Tintin, Snowy, and Haddock are in this lifeboat, this like rubber lifeboat, and a drunken Haddock decides to set a fire in it for warmth, and of course puts a hole in it, so they have to flip it over so they can just stay afloat. Haddock reveals he's from a long line of Haddocks, including the original unicorn captain. Right. Captain Francis Haddock. Sakharine believes that they're still alive, and so sends a seaplane after them with fully automatic, high caliber weapons in it.
Yeah.
Tintin takes down the seaplane with one shot from his pistol.
Reminds me of the Sean Bean character in the Hitchhiker remake.
Mm-hmm.
You said that you don't have a clue what I'm talking about, do you?
Nope. I'm just down the log.
He gets it's such an amazing stupid scene. It's a remake of the C. Thomas Howell Rutger Hauer film, only he plays the Rutger Hauer character, and you've got like Sophia Bush and Guy playing the C. Thomas Howell character. Well, they finally get like a police escort away from him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he somehow ends up in their Trans Am while Nine Inch Nails Closer's playing. As he's catching up with them on the freeway, like they have like full police escort, helicopter, the whole 9 yards. He has a handgun, and in this road chase scene, takes out the entire police force from the like T-topped like Trans Am with a handgun, and it is amazing. Like it is so like from the jump. As soon as you hear that beat drop for Nine Inch Nails, you're like, "Oh, this scene's going to be bonkers," and it is top to bottom. That's a guilty pleasure movie for me.
Sure,
it's not good at all, but man, he
just fun bad. Yeah.
Oh, he steals every scene, and it's solid. Like
Sean Bean's a good actor.
Yeah, he's a good actor, and that movie it hits all the right beats.
Yeah.
Like it does what it's supposed to do. I think it does it better than the original. It's more actiony than the original. Okay. But that one scene where he's taken down a helicopter from it's so ridiculous.
Yeah.
But
there's a couple of other movies that have kind of played that up too. One was another Spielberg movie, Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah.
Towards the end, where he's kind of slumped over and wounded, and there's like a tank literally driving at him, and he takes out his pistol and shoots at it, and the tank explodes, and it turns out an American bomber had taken it out
at the same time. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll have to watch that scene because that's really like my favorite scene from that movie.
Yeah. There's also the scene in American Psycho where there's like he's surrounded by cops and and he just has a pistol and he shoots at the car and it just explodes at a cop car and he just kind of looks at the gun like,
did I do that?
Yeah.
or he Urkels the gun.
Did I do that? And then Christian Bale transformed into Stefan Urkel.
Well, he did wear suspenders in that movie one point.
He did, yes, yeah. Oh,
but yeah, Tintin basically Tintin. Like one shots this moving plane.
This moving because he has one bullet left, and he takes it out. Great shot there, Tintin. And so they end up commandeering the plane because, of course, they then fly through a huge storm on their way to Morocco and somehow survive the plane crashing in a desert with Tintin almost being beheaded by the propeller of the plane. Right. In the desert, Haddock hallucinates and sees himself as his ancestor, as Captain Francis Haddock, fighting against the infamous pirate ship led by Red Rackham. Just as this huge fight scene goes on, Rackham starts to emerge, and then Haddock kind of comes to. They've been taken in by British soldiers, is what I got out of this.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Out of the kindness of their heart?
Yeah.
You're white. You must
That's
be one
exactly
of us.
what I was going to say. We're in the middle of a Moroccan desert. You're a white person. Come along with us.
You clearly need to be with us.
Yeah. Snowy somehow tricks Haddock into drinking again because good doggy. And so because he's drunk again, Haddock continues the hallucination back on the unicorn. And we see that it's, Red Rackham, who's the one who's after the unicorn and its secret treasure. Haddock realizes that Red Rackham is the ancestor of Sakharin as well. So it's, this decades, centuries long,
right?
His history between these two families. And not only is Sakharin after the treasure from the unicorn, but he's also just to get out there for vengeance against the Haddock family. Thompson and Thompson meet Tintin and Haddock in Begar because they knew that Tintin would be there, and what better way to return someone's wallet than to travel to a different continent to do so?
Well, you figure broken clocks right twice a day, so these guys just bumbled their way to Begar.
They did. They bumbled their way there.
Oh, Tintin, there you are.
Funny seeing you here, Tintin. This episode is quickly becoming one of my favorites already. We need to do just bonkers movies like this more often.
Well, next week.
yeah, we have one next week. And speaking of bonkers, I had texted you earlier in the week, after I had watched this movie, even though plot wise there's nothing in common, but this movie gave me Legends of the Fall vibes.
Yes,
just because Legends of the Fall just takes some bizarre right turns and and now and now peak meat Brad Pitt, where
Peak meat Brad Pitt. Yeah.
we coined and trademarked the term peak meat.
Peak meat Tintin.
Peak meat, yeah, peak meat Tintin. Yeah, it's like now Brad Pitt's on a boat in a pirate ship having an
I almost
orgy,
feel it should be
and,
like pink ink Tintin. Peak ink Tintin.
Peak ink. So they all catch up in Morocco. Sakharine is there with a blonde celebrity opera singer who he brings along to basically woo the sheik.
Well, I just looked at the comic strip Tintin on Wikipedia, and she's a recurring character.
She is. I figured, like, because they gave her a name. If she was just random celebrity, she would have been a random celebrity. But
she the only character we did not see in this movie is Professor Calculus. But otherwise, Haddock, Tintin, Snowy, Thompson and Thompson, and Bianca Castafiore are all recurring characters in the Tintin comic strip.
Professor Calculus. Let me guess what he was a professor of. Probably philosophy.
Yeah, I say probably engineering,
athletic training.
Exactly. College and career counseling.
He was Professor Calculus. I insist that my students call me that. By the way, they like, hey, Mr. May, it's Professor Calculus.
It's Professor Calculus, please.
That's what's on my business card. Curtis, Professor Calculus, Becky.
Yeah.
And so basically Sakharine has brought in this celebrity opera singer to woo the sheik, because the sheik has the third model ship. I did love this bit that the model ship is on full public display in a glass case labeled "Never Break Bulletproof glass."
This to be fair, based on the size of the arena, this very small ship is on full display to the like it's such a goofy placement for this thing.
Yeah, and you're assuming that the sheik has many prized possessions, but this is the most prized of them all.
That I set it on the far end of the arena, so people have to look at it with binoculars.
Yeah, gaze from a distance.
Yeah, Tintin's got those special binoculars that he can look at it and then zoom in.
He's got the
them.
opera singer's one. Yeah, they have the zoom function. The never break thing that the Simpsons used to do a bit where like they would like something of course would break, but it was labeled never break. Or there was one, I think it was the monorail episode, which is again an all-time classic written by Conan, where the belt in the motor that breaks is labeled seldom break. Not even never break, seldom break.
Seldom break.
So Tintin, Haddock, and Snowy sneak into the performance at the Sheik's palace. The opera singer's voice shatters the never break glass, because of course.
Yeah.
And Sakharine sends a raven to retrieve the boat.
Yes.
Yes, you heard that right, folks. He sends his fully trained raven. I guess ravens are supposed to be pretty intelligent birds. As far as birds go.
Ravens and crows, I'd heard that.
Yeah.
And I've never, to be fair, I don't think I've ever seen a raven nor crow up close, but this bird is massive.
It is. It's a very, very large bird.
It's part condor, part raven.
It was actually Ray Lewis. He said Baltimore Raven.
It was that raven.
It was Ray Lewis.
Ed Reed, go get that boat.
Yeah, well, I guess it would make sense if it was Ed Reed, because Ed Reed was so good at reading reading offenses and intercepting the ball.
There you go. That's him.
Oh, this episode is matching the zaniness of the Adventures of Tintin.
Yes, it's a little bit everywhere.
Yeah, and so the raven scoops up the boat.
Just picture Trent Dilfer on his arm.
Trent Dilfer, also a fully trained raven trainer. Right. He's a bird handler. Trent Dilfer,
perched on Sakharine's arm.
He is. Just a fully sized Trent Dilfer in full Baltimore Ravens football attire.
With wings. Swoops down to steal this unicorn
and the Lombardi Trophy in one hand. Yeah,
and then
So Tintin had given Haddock his scroll. But of course, Sakharine's goons took it from him. So Sakharine has all the scrolls now. He's got all three of them. So Tintin and Haddock end up in a motorcycle with a sidecar and produce Sakharine's goons who are in a car. as they try to get back to his ship with the three scrolls. Tintin he snatches the scrolls back. There is a dizzying chase scene, which I referenced part of during my movie marriage, where the Raven and Snowy are fighting in a canal. There's vehicles everywhere, buildings collapses, the city is flooding. Everything is happening all at once.
Because of a boat.
Yeah.
All because Tintin wouldn't take anyone's price.
all because he bought that bottle ship at the market next to the bespoke honey salesman.
It's like, Pee-wee, had you just sold your bike to Francis,
yeah,
you wouldn't have ended up in California.
You wouldn't have ended up with Simone.
It's true.
Yeah. So Sakharine gets the scrolls back, but of course Tintin, before Sakharine gets them back, Tintin had laid a couple of them on top of each other, and noticed that when you lay them on top of each other, you get like a series of coordinates on it. So Sakharine gets away. Thompson, Tintin, and Haddock beat Sakharine's ship back to Brussels. So, I'm assuming they took a plane while, Sakharine was in his ship. And at this port, this big seaport at the docks in Brussels, Sakharine and Haddock each get in industrial cranes, like huge cranes that are used to unload shipping containers from boats, and they start sword fighting
basically
with industrial sized cranes.
Yeah, like how giraffes fight, is swing their necks at each other. That's basically what they're doing.
And so, Haddock realizes that Sakharine is Red Rackham's descendant. Sakharine, there was a cool shot here, earlier during the flashback sequence. I don't even know if it's a flashback, because Haddock had never
Tintin told him about it.
That's right, because he had consumed the knowledge. He read it in the library.
Yeah. He's Grima worm tugging. He's Grima worm tugging the events of this. Just telling him what to remember.
Just whispering sweet nothings in his ear.
And then.
So there's a fun sequence where, earlier in the flashback, Red Rackham was walking down a broken mast.
It was cool. It was a cool shot.
To confront Haddock, and then they redo that shot here with Sakharine walking down the broken crane arm to confront, modern day Haddock. So kind of a cool moment there. So they start sword fighting because, of course, Thompson and Thompson end up arresting Sakharine for everything, including killing Barnaby at the beginning, because they're all in the same police force.
Yeah, no proof. Just you're the only villain in this movie, so you're guilty of them all.
Yes, it's bumbling police officer intuition is what they charged him with.
In pickpocketing as well.
Yeah.
Silk still didn't get arrested. It was
pickpocketing bottle ships.
Yeah, Sakharine did it all.
So the coordinates don't lead to a ship underwater, in the middle of the sea. They actually lead back to Marlinspike Hall, one of the locations from Act 1. The big estate that Sakharine was living in. The butler greets them and says that he's been expecting them, and he's glad to have a Haddock back. So, is the butler from a long line of family butlers at Marlinspike Hall?
No, he's just omnipresent. The butler.
And they end up finding a hidden room. With
Snowy does,
treasure.
Because of course Snowy does.
Because Snowy sniffs out everything. And the original Captain Haddock's hat and some treasure is hidden in a globe in this secret room. They speculate there's more, and we're gonna go find more treasure as the camera irises in on Snowy's eye and credits roll. Oz, and so we end on a cliffhanger there.
We do,
and that is the absolutely insane The Adventures of Tintin. Oz, any final thoughts you have on this one before we move on?
This movie was a lot of fun.
It was. It was fun. But it was just madcap.
It was, for sure. This movie was a hit. It made, what was it, $374 million at the box office.
John Williams was nominated for an Oscar for score.
It had all the right people pushing all the right buttons. But it's been 14 years.
Yeah.
and we still don't have a sequel.
No.
And it's like this is one of those. I remember when it came out, I had no
Same,
interest
yeah.
in seeing it because I'm like, I don't
Also
know who
same.
Tintin is. It was huge, and but it has this like Avatar feel to it, of like this big,
Sure.
grand,
This huge production.
huge,
Yeah.
grand, big adventure that no one like made $1 billion at the box office.
I wonder how much because I have the same recollection as well, where it was a huge thing for like a couple of months, and then like it got caught up in the zeitgeist, and then the
Yeah.
zeitgeist went, and then there went Tintin.
Yeah, yeah, and the same and the same with Avatar. Like,
Yeah.
I haven't, despite being one of like the top 5 highest grossing films ever. I don't know anybody whose favorite movie is Avatar.
Yeah.
Or anybody who talks about Avatar. Yet they just keep pumping them out because it's James Cameron's passion piece.
Yeah.
So it's like, when you've got James Cameron pull, you do it.
It's gonna happen, yeah.
And that's something that Spielberg has never been. Spielberg, like, the indie films are about as as about as sequel based as you get for Spielberg.
Franchisee as there is, yeah.
Yeah. And so
and this film is definitely has indie vibes.
Yeah, so, for sure.
Do you want to franchise something that you already basically have a franchise?
Yeah, because when I was looking for my outside insight, a lot of them were like, Tintin is my indie 5. Like,
yeah.
And that's fair. But yeah, this is one of those that it was fun to watch. In a month from now, I would have forgotten everything about it.
Yeah. I wonder also how much the rise of the MCU kind of pushed this movie out of the spotlight.
Stole it.
Because this came out in 2011, and the first Iron Man was 2008. I think Cap, First Avenger, and Thor they were both 2011, and then the Avengers came out in 2012, and then the MCU comic book franchise was in full swing then. So
yeah,
I wonder how much that may have influenced.
Yeah, because to be fair, the Marvel IP is a little more valuable than Tintin. Like, especially
yes.
Well, especially when, again, looking at the history of Tintin, there's one character you haven't introduced. Yeah. So it's just going to be the same crew going on the same journeys over and over again. Yeah,
eating the same research.
Right. It's like, and that's really what it's. I mean, it's fun. Would I watch another one? Yeah, like, I'd watch another one. It's madcap enough, but at the same time, it in some ways it feels like, if you were to do more of the Tintins, I think they kind of almost fall into the James Bond type franchise.
Yeah.
Same guy going on the same adventure, rinse and repeat.
All right. Well, hey, folks, at this point in the show, Oz and I give our unique rating to the film that we watch every week. In this case, The Adventures of Tintin. Oz, how would you rate this flick?
I'm going to give this 6 smart dogs.
6 smart dogs. I like it.
What are you giving it?
I think we had a kind of a similar thing in mind. I'm going to go with... I changed my rating based on the flow of our conversation. I'm going to go with 63 Ed Reeds. 63 Hall of Fame safety Ed Reeds.
That's fair.
There we go. Every week, Oz and I scour the interwebs searching for unprofessional reviews that tickle our funny bones, and we hope they tickle yours as well in this week's edition of Outside Insight. Oz, what is your Outside Insight?
I got 3 short ones, and they're all bad. They're all bad.
Okay,
I went the other route.
Okay.
Half star from Alexandra. Once you've seen the Adventures of Tintin animated series, you'll never stop wanting to beat Steven Spielberg to death with your bare hands.
Okay.
You'll never want to stop. Like, I can't rest until I've beaten Steven Spielberg with my bare hands. Half star from Raccoon Emoji.
Okay.
Threw up every time I watched this as a kid.
Yep. It's very exhausting and visually stimulating.
Don't watch Blair Witch Project. You suffer from motion sickness. Like, get that checked out.
Yep.
And another half star from Legends Opinion.
Okay.
I would rate this movie lower if I could. Hate is an understatement. Ooh. I loathe this movie and think it should be wiped from existence.
Wow, that's very strong words.
Yeah, from Legends Opinion. Well, that's what he gave us. His opinion.
Also, he took his name from Legends of the Fall, which explain.
When I read Legends, I was like, oh, Legends. Oh, opinion, not of the fall. So Maybe he just misspelled it.
Yeah, this guy, the legend's opinion, probably wears a blouse down to his navel as well.
Probably does a lot of pirate orgies.
Does a lot of pirate orgies off the coast of Africa.
Yeah. So, well, good for him. If that's what you're,
Hey.
if you're card carrying member of that club, kudos to you.
You do you, my friend.
Yeah, that's right.
Which probably also happens at the pirate orgy.
That's what they say to each other.
That's how they greet each other.
You do you.
You do you. Arr.
Are you ready?
Welcome to the pirate orgy. Yeah, there's the closet for your blouse.
That's right. Don't forget ye peg leg. So, what's your outside insight?
My outside insight, as always, comes from the Internet Movie Database. It's a 2 out of 10, left in January of 2012 by Rick Text 2. With the subject, yeah, by
Andy Bernard,
by Ricky Tiki Tavi. Not PG is the subject line. My review is only regarding the inappropriate content for a PG movie. There were many scenes with guns and swords. One of my kids said, I was really surprised by all of the guns. I wasn't expecting that. Mind you, he loved it, but it just wasn't appropriate. Also, the alcohol references were very abundant. My son said, I thought the drunk parts were funny. That's nice. My 9-year-old son thinks being drunk is funny.
Thanks, Tintin.
Thanks, Tintin. My 9-year-old is now drunk. It's your fault.
I don't know what parenting is. You read the book.
My 9-year-old is now at a pirate orgy.
Right. I couldn't find a book on parenting. They were all gone from the library. So I went to Tintin to see what he would tell me. My 9-year-old.
My 9-year-old thinks drunk is funny. All right, folks, it is that point in the show you've all been waiting for. The Let's Talk About Flicks signature segment, the 3, 2, 1, in which Oz and I each share 3 goods, 2 bads, and 1 ha about this week's absolutely insane movie, The Adventures of Tintin. Oz, what are your 3 goods?
My first one is Snowy is the most capable dog ever.
Yes.
Like, without a doubt.
Yes.
If there's a problem, Snowy will solve it.
Yep.
My second one, honestly, the pacing. This movie doesn't stop. We joke,
yes,
but at the same time, there was no lull in this hour and 45-minute movie. Yeah. I mean, it just sprinted all the way through. If I stopped it, it was to see like how much time is left, because it's got to be getting close. Like, and it wasn't. Like
I'm in a full sweat watching this movie.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So this movie it never stops. And third, I thought some of the Spielberg references were kind of cute. When Tintin is swimming up on which, by the way, when he jumps off of the lifeboat to swim to the seaplane, that seems to be quite a ways away, and he just underwater swims the entire jaunt. But he's got his little Tintin hair sticking up like Jaws, is like a shark fin. I thought that was fun.
Tintin basically has a dorsal fin.
He's got gills.
Explains a lot.
It does. Well, Andy Serkis was involved, and so he also played.
He played the dorsal fin.
Yeah, he's Abe Sapien in this movie. So
he played the hair tuft.
Andy Serkis knows what he's doing.
He does. He knows exactly what he's doing.
There's very obvious Indiana Jones references. Yep. The Pirates Gold Goonie. Like there's a lot of Spielberg references that I thought were fun. Yes, it is a man being self-referential, but when you've set the tone for like Hollywood culture for as long as he has, it's probably harder not to reference your own stuff like that it is. So you just lean into it and have fun. Those are my 3 goods.
Tintin played the Close Encounters song as they were getting on the ship. The
only time we saw Tintin eating, he was making a sculpture out of mashed potatoes.
Yes, yeah, he consists solely on mashed potatoes.
That's it. But nobody ever stops to eat, goes to the bathroom.
No. No,
The
it's
only
just
time Tintin sleeps is when he gets knocked out. Like,
maybe he's like narcoleptic or not what's the he's an
yeah,
insomniac,
yeah.
and that's the only way he can sleep is to get knocked out.
He's Mecha Tintin. Like he's just really is. It's just a humanoid android.
He's a cyborg. Yeah,
Yeah,
explains a lot.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So, what are your three goods?
My three goods, I'm just gonna. Two of them are very similar to yours. I'm just gonna start with cute doggy.
Mm-hmm.
I think
you love a cute dog.
Yes, Patreon subscriber Don S has called me out for this. Anytime there's a dog in a movie, one of my goods has to be cute doggy. So I'm gonna keep leaning into this bit.
That's fair.
So yeah, cute doggy. So he's such a good doggy.
He is a good dog.
Whatever his face. Yeah. My second good is this was just a tiny little bit. This goes back to Mr. Silk. He fell over in front of a pet store
mm-hmm.
and had canaries flying around his head.
Yes,
in cartoons that happens, and they were actual canaries because it was in front of a pet store and somebody had just bought canaries.
Yeah, like that's who he had run into.
Yeah, and so there was literally canaries flying around his head.
It was fun. It was cute.
I thought that was a fun little bit. And my third good, and speaking of references, I don't know for sure if this was intentional, but I got a feeling it was. So you cited Steven Spielberg references. I think Peter Jackson snuck one in as well.
Oh, I wouldn't shock me. He worm-tongued this one in.
when we first meet Captain Haddock, he's locked in his quarters. Snowy and Tintin, managed to get in through the window, and Snowy kind of startles Haddock, and Haddock says, "A giant rat of Sumatra."
Oh, I missed it.
I think that was a Dead Alive reference.
Oh, there's no way it couldn't have been.
Yes.
There's no way. Yeah, it had to have been. When I say no way, is no way it couldn't have been a reference.
Yes.
That absolutely was a Peter Jackson reference.
He's got the bite.
Zengaya. Giant rat of Sumatra. Oh, yes. I love it.
Yep. So that is my third good.
And what I love even more is if there's Peter Jackson is not at the level of a Spielberg. However, he does he's got some he's got a filmography.
He does.
And for him to make that as his reference, warms my heart.
Yeah.
It's not a Lord of the Rings reference. It's not a King Kong reference or anything in that now I've made it universe. It's back to my New Zealand days of filmmaking. I love it.
Yep. So that's my third good.
The only thing missing is if Snowy went missing and Tin come rushing in and says something like, your butler ate my dog. And then Snowy comes out from behind a chair or something. That would have been.
And then Haddock's ear falls into his custard.
That too. No, right. Giant rat of Sumatra.
Yep.
I love it.
So, okay, Oz, what are your two bads?
My first one, Tintin and Snowy never get rattled. Ever.
Nope.
There's never an ounce of doubt or fear or, even in the zaniest of street chases where the town is washing away, Tintin is always thinking he's there. And with that, you never fear for anything.
No.
Nobody was ever in danger in this film.
There's no peril in this movie.
And so just Tintin never, even when captured and held it, there's never any moment where you're worried about him. And that just was come on. If you we're just watching action for action's sake at that point.
Yeah.
And my second bad is I do agree with your outside insight in that the amount of guns in this movie just doesn't mesh. To me, it didn't mesh well with the animation style and the apparent target audience of the film. Only one person was shot,
but there were several people that got stabbed.
Yeah, there were a lot of stabbings, and there was it was a violent enough film for what really felt like a animated, maybe older kids hijinky kind of film. But that was my second pass. I was like, there are a lot of guns in this movie, and whatever. But it's it wasn't that there were guns. It was that when you see animated film, you just, especially one that plays like this, it just feels kiddie, and a little more like this is okay for kids and childish. And then there's just guns all over the place. coming from a man who at one point edited out the guns of ET and replaced them with radios.
Oh, yeah, good catch. That's right.
So pick a lane, Steve.
If only Snowy was in Dead Alive would have been PG.
It's true.
He
It's
just
the only
put a
thing
cute
missing.
dog
Yeah.
in there.
Yeah. If Haddock would have been his uncle, both drunken,
Yes,
would have fit. But that's my second bad. It's just it was just a weird combo.
Yeah, I agree.
I won't say they weren't essential to the story. I was fine with the big part of the story, but just the way the film was portrayed, it was like it was a weird fit. So
yeah.
what are your bads?
My first bad is there's just so many plot holes in this movie.
No, yeah.
So many plot holes. Like now Thompson and Thompson are in Morocco. Like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, and now we're back in Brussels. Okay. And
do Thompson and Thompson, like, do they have jurisdiction in Morocco? Like,
sure they do.
Can you make arrests there? Or
yeah, I mean, why not?
They're the only two cops in the world, apparently.
Yeah, so just I mean, I felt like chunks of the film were missing. Like a couple of reels, or got lost in the theater or something.
Well,
so,
and Thompson and Thompson as characters, Peg and Frost were funny in the roles. Yeah, I would have liked to see cut away to them making the trip to Morocco.
Yeah, I'm
gonna that would have been fun.
See them on the plane, like drinking tea, reading the newspaper upside down,
arguing,
just bickering.
Yeah.
So that's my first bad. It's just so many plot holes.
Yes.
And my second one is just kind of making jokes out of Haddock's alcoholism.
Yeah.
Which kind of also goes back to my outside insight as well, where like, not that I want to agree with the Karen who wrote that, but like he can only think when he's drunk.
Yeah. So at one point you try to get him to be sober until you realize it. And now you're trying to get him to drink so that he can be clear.
Yeah. So yeah, it felt a little icky.
Yeah.
That's like, well, Haddock only functions when he's drunk.
Yeah.
So let's buy into his addiction. Okay.
Let's go ahead and let's get him drinking so that he could go belch into the engine of the plane.
Yes, that's right.
To somehow basically he was like a war boy, and go climb up on the hood of the car and spit the nitrous oxide into the engine.
I would have loved to hear Haddock yell, "I live, I die, I live again."
Yeah. Where were those movies filmed again? New Zealand. All right.
Oh,
so
there you go.
Yeah, Peter Jackson was around. That's where he got the idea.
So those are my two bads.
What's
your one haw for this movie?
When Barnaby comes to the door.
Okay.
Before Tintin gets down there, he overhears Barnaby talking to apparently the landlord or whatever the lady was. The lady of the place. And then Tintin's like, "It's okay, I've got it." And then he gets gunned down. Mm-hmm. And then the same ladies, when Tintin says, he's been killed at the door, and she goes, "Again? How many other men have been killed on Tintin's doorstep?"
Yep.
For the lady of the house to not even be rattled by it and just be like, "It's happened again?"
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I have an answer to our Thompson and Thompson question.
Okay.
They were Interpol agents.
Okay.
So they did have jurisdiction anywhere they go. But it just dawned on me because Barnaby was also Interpol, as were Thompson and Thompson. Regardless, they're still bumbling. But that was my is how many other men have been killed on Tintin's doorstep?
That's a good
Because she did. She said
she
again.
Was very, just shoulder shrugged.
Yeah. Dangerous guy, this Tintin.
I'll get the bleach.
Yeah. Oh my. So that's my What's your
I have 5.
That's fair.
I had more possible huhs than I did goods and bads combined for this movie. So I'm just going to rattle them off, and you can pick whatever one you want to choose.
That's fair.
Whatever one you like best. Dealer's choice, as.
Got it.
So possibility 1, candidate 1. Why did my brain keep hearing Elijah Wood's voice and seeing Tom Holland's face on Tintin?
Yes, same. Not so much the Elijah Wood, but definitely the Tom Holland.
Yes. So that's candidate 1.
Yes.
And I'm going to ask you which one you're going to pick.
Now, to be fair, 14 years ago, it wouldn't have worked with Tom Holland, but still.
Yes.
I think Tom Holland is your Tintin right now.
Yes, exactly. Candidate 2, why does everyone have a giant nose except for Tintin?
They are bulbous.
Bulbous nose.
They are large noses.
Yes.
Because Tintin is a humanoid android.
Yes. Or maybe Tintin just has a small nose and the others have
Right.
normal sized noses.
And because he doesn't eat, so he doesn't need his smell.
Yes. Candidate 3. Is Tintin related to Conan O'Brien?
Oh, yeah.
With the orange hair, the freckles, like the pompadour.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are they the same family tree? Yeah.
Could be an O'Brien.
Candidate 4. Spent so much time in Brussels and no Jean-Claude Van Damme.
I thought that too. Like there's no roundhouse kicks.
Nope.
There's no splits.
There's no splits between two moving vehicles.
Yeah. Even now, granted, time like chronologically, it would have been before Jean-Claude, but I still would have loved to see like, Van Damme's banana split stand or something like that. Like an old family recipe. An ancestor selling banana splits.
Yeah. Bruce Claude Van Damme, like his great grandpa.
Yeah, I would have been okay with that.
Trent Claude Van Damme.
Kyle Claude Van Damme.
Kevin Claude Van Damme. Julie Claude Van Damme.
Claude Van Damme.
Van Claude Van Damme.
There you go. Yeah.
So that's candidate 4. Candidate 5. How can a hidden room have exterior windows right at the end?
Because even the butler's like, there's
just pouring in.
Yeah, because even the butler was like, "There's no extra room down here."
Yeah, there was windows. There wasn't just one. There was a whole wall of windows.
Right, and they were in the basement too.
So nobody ever thought, like, where do these windows lead to?
Yeah, where is the footprint? Because again, if you've got windows, that doesn't make any sense. That means there's an exterior footprint.
Yes, there is. So, Oz, of those 5 possibilities, which one do you think? I'll do the recap. Elijah Wood, Tom Holland.
Yeah.
Noses, Conan O'Brien. No Van Damme. Windows in a hidden room.
I like the windows in a hidden room.
Okay, got it.
That's the only one that I think truly like ties to the plot of the movie.
True.
So I like them all, but that's the one I'm probably going to go with.
Okay. So that will be the official one. Got it.
That's fair.
Wow. What I think this episode might be our masterpiece out of it.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
I think we do well with zany.
We do. We do well with these bizarre movies. Again, not a bad movie.
No, not
a great movie.
Right.
But a fun, solid enough movie.
Yeah. With holes.
Yes. Made by some spectacular filmmakers. That just spins out of control in the best of ways.
Yeah. It's weird because it's a controlled spin out of control.
It's because Spielberg.
Yeah,
exactly. If it was just Peter Jackson doing this, I think it would have been even more zany. Or even like imagine this movie directed by Edgar Wright.
Yeah, exactly. Who's involved?
Yeah.
It's like, so yeah, when you get that, yeah, it's almost like you've got the craziness, and then you needed Spielberg to rein it in.
Yeah. So what could, I guess here's another what could this movie had it been directed by Jackson or Wright?
Well, and again, I think they've dropped the ball. I mean, this hit 14 years ago with the Adventures to Come. Like, you've got the people right there already in the production team to make your next 2. Let Peter Jackson do one and have Spielberg still involved.
So you have a trilogy, but just with different directors.
Let Edgar Wright have one, and Jackson, like, because you've got these guys already involved in the first one. So like their blueprint is there. You could have had 2 more of these banged out. Now, granted, these take a while being the animated films. Sure. So even if you pump one out every 4 years, like you've got it there. Yeah. Like it's right there.
Imagine Tintin running around bashing people in the head with a cricket bat.
I'd be on board.
Yeah.
Or like Nicholas Angel style out of
Nicholas Angel
out of the Thompson. That would have been it was there. It was there for the taking.
Did you see his arse?
They're on a wild goose chase, literally after a goose.
Literal wild goose chase. Oh god, we got to do Hot Fuzz one of these days.
Oh, for sure, yeah. But it's like it was right there in their lap.
Yeah,
and it just squeaked away. The money was there. I agree. I think the I definitely think the MCU had a play in it.
Yeah.
because
I
even go ahead.
I'm sorry. So Wright does the middle one, and then Jackson does the last one, and it ends with Tintin falling to his death off the top of the Empire State Building.
Or it ends with Tintin, Tintin lying in a bed with all of his friends running into the room to over celebrate with him. They all come in slow motion and shit.
Yeah, they're all so happy to see him. And Gandalf is there just laughing.
Yeah, that's how it ends.
And then the people of Gondor kneel for him.
Right. Yeah. But there's also at some point in the movie a lawnmower strapped to a chest.
Yes, at some point he barrels through a ship full of pirates with a lawnmower strapped to his chest.
It's there, but they dropped the ball on it.
It was in the director's cut.
Yeah. So this is week one of
comic strip. I hope they're all this fun.
Well, to be fair, they've got the recipe for it, like the rest of the month. Looking at it, yeah, there's some crazy movies coming up.
We do have some very colorful movies, literally colorful movies.
Yes, including next week's film, which I don't have a favorite movie. I don't, but I have a top 5.
Yeah, but if you did, I think it would be this one.
I really don't know. Because we don't get to cover top 5 movies very often. We've covered The Jerk, and after watching that again, I think it's solidified its place in my top 5.
Yeah.
And this is another top 5 film for me. We are going to be watching again Comic Strip Movie Month. We're going to be watching 1980s Flash Gordon.
Flash do.
Everything in this film to me is perfectly imperfect.
Yes.
It's not a good movie, but I think it's great. Like it's like nothing makes sense in this film.
No. It's dated in some ways, it's offensive in some ways, but like it's just this huge ridiculous space opera.
Yes. De Laurentiis is behind it with the production, which means there's no budget.
Reeks of De Laurentiis.
Yeah. Which really this had a $20 to $27 million budget in 1980.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah. Some of the sets and the costuming for this, man.
Yeah. And it's got Max von Sydow just chewing every scene he's in.
He eats the scenery the way Tintin eats research.
Exactly. And you know what? It's like, I don't even want part of that scenery. You have it all. Like he's so good in this. Like we kind of joked before the show. It is Sam Jones being a doofus.
Yeah.
And everybody who knows how to act pulling him up. Scene by scene, and it's so campy, it's so silly. You almost like when you look at almost like, and I don't know anything about Tintin, but just based on what Spielberg has shown me about Tintin, you feel like Tintin's kind of this like highbrow strip, right? Spielberg loved it, Peter Jackson loved it, but then you get like the Flash Gordon comic strip from the 30s, which turns into like film serials, radio shows. Like this had almost like this is what you didn't want your kids to be partaking in.
Yeah.
And even though but at that era's like bad news, like, oh, well, they've scandalous. It's like, there's nothing wrong with this film in today's world. But back then, I'm sure it was like, you should be listening to Little Orphan Annie.
Yeah.
Don't you go listening to Flash Gordon. And so this is one of those, and I will admit, for this being one of my top 5 films, I'm a poor fan, as I've not had any interest in any other Flash Gordon material prior to this movie.
Sure.
I'm not interested. This is the only entry to the Flash Gordon universe I want. I don't want to watch the old serial TV shows. I don't want to watch any of the old serial movies. I don't want to listen. I don't want to watch the cartoon. This is my Flash Gordon. Sam Jones.
You don't want anything to come in less than this movie.
Exactly. Yeah. Like Sam Jones is my Flash Gordon.
Yeah.
And that's what I want. So that's it. And it's like, don't sully it. This is what I want. And so that's what we're going to watch for next week is Flash Gordon. This is the basis for the month's theme, too, by the way.
Yeah, this month was created solely for Flash Gordon.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Comic Strip Movie Month. So social media wise, you guys can find us on Facebook and Instagram, YouTube Shorts. We had three YouTube Shorts go out about Kabuki Man. Um, and in typical algorithm style, they all have the same exact. I just copy and paste the. Why am I drawing a blank on the hashtags? All three of them have the same. The Sergeant Kabuki Man has 1,300 views.
Okay.
With 2 comments. The Do the Math has 1,600 views with 2 comments. The Susan Beyond acting her butt off has 1 view.
It was probably me.
But the thing is, it's like they all have the same hashtags.
Yeah.
So they should slip all into the same algorithm.
You would think.
One view. The 2 comments though, and this I looked this morning, I was like, oh, there's a comment on it. And then my reply was the other comment. Was left 2 days ago from my account, one of my other accounts. It says, "Hi, Papa and Curtis." One of my kids, who was logged into YouTube with one of my accounts, saw it and commented, "Hi, Papa and Curtis." The other one, "Hi, Papa and Curtis." So one of my children has algorithmically seen both of these clips and took the time to like them and comment on them. So
I mean, your kids are our target audience.
To be fair, you're not wrong.
It makes sense that the algorithm found them.
Like they see me watching the film and then they go, find the snippets of our reviews. So, but yeah, social media wise, you can find us there. Watch our shorts. See if the vibe of the short. Now, Grant, if you're listening to this at this point, you obviously are watching the episode. So it really doesn't hold any water. But check out the shorts. See if you like it. If you like that kind of humor, then roll in and just check.
Sure.
Just go in and like the video, even if you don't want to watch it. Just go in and give it some love so that we can see where this thing goes. But yeah, again, I like watching the analytics just to see what's happening because
watch the numbers roll.
Yeah. So yeah. And the last 28 days, our top short is Toxic Avengers asking your blind girlfriend how you look with about 1,800 views.
That checks out.
Yeah, it does. And then, oh wow, oddly enough, so here, let me just give you the top 10 real quick.
Okay.
Toxic Avenger, Kabuki Man, Toxic Avenger. There's top 5.
Okay.
6 is Toxic Avenger. 7 is Kabuki Man. 8, Dead Calm opening scene. It's been viewed 90 times this month.
Nice.
How did you show up in the algorithm from March?
It's a lot of people looking for Sam Neill content.
And then, Class of Nukem High and Idiocracy. Yeah. September 27th on, except for that little blip of March where it's been viewed 90 times. Oh, I love it. I just love the zaniness of what's going on here. So you got anything to send off with before we go?
I'm excited for next week's episode just because I know how much you like Flash Gordon.
Oh, I do.
It's a movie.
Yeah, I don't even have to watch it or take notes. I could probably just
I'm sure. And it's not one I grew up with. We were chatting pre-show. I have never seen it in its entirety from beginning to end. And I'm just so excited because I know how passionate you are about this silly movie. And I can't wait to be a part of next week just to hear you gush about how much this movie means to you.
Yeah, and I don't get real sentimental about stuff, and I just don't. And so, but this is one. It's just a warm blanket for me.
Yeah,
it's like never on TV, so it has to be something that I watch, and that's I think where we've kind of fallen off. I don't watch a lot of TV anyway.
Yeah,
and so my wife's pretty much in control of the remote the whole time. I don't care. That's fine. But with that, we don't really stumble across any movies either. And I always kowtow to what they want to watch. I just do. And so, like, I'm not the kind of husband or father that is going to make my family watch Flash Gordon because I'm stubborn.
Yeah.
Like, no, this is what I like. I don't care. Like, and so it's been a while since I've seen it. But it's definitely an itch that needs scratched again. So I'm excited to watch it this week. And just wax poetic about everything that is broken about this movie. But if this is my favorite broken relationship, I'm fine with it.
There you go.
I'm safe in that regard.
Yes.
I'm not crawling back to some woman I met at a pirate orgy and wanting a second chance. So for another episode of Let's Talk About Flicks, I'm Oz.
I'm Curtis.
And we'll see you guys next week with Flash Gordon.